Hello and welcome to Will and Wear Games Corner for the third session of this bed we made. So here we are in room 505 and right now...
Plaster and candles. Well, half the hotel's under renovation. I should be able to find plaster somewhere around here.
We're looking plaster and candles to create a mold of the key and be able to create the second key. So let's go. Where are the plaster and candles? I know I saw plaster around here. Plaster.
This takes care of half of this little scavenger hunt. As for the candles, doesn't Rebecca keep some in her locker downstairs?
To the locker room. Rebecca.
I told him fixing the windows should be his top priority.
Oh, I'd very much like to speak to him, trust me, but I just can't find him. He's nowhere to be found. Gone. Disappeared. I don't know what on earth's going on today. Is it because of that goddamn snowstorm? Or was there something in the coffee this morning? Suddenly me, and the whole staff's completely off today. Doc leaving luggage carts everywhere. Wendy asking for a day off. Beth. Oh, don't even get me started on Beth. Oh, and that maid? What's her name? Sylvie? I never noticed how odd she is.
Sophie, you mean? I like her. She's a good girl.
You know what?
Oh, Linda likes us.
Tell them they don't need to build that new madhouse next door. There's one right here.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad. I'm here, aren't I? Come here. Let me help you forget about all that for a minute.
These guys get no work done all day. Okay, Rebecca, where are you? Beth. Beth is open. Was this open before?
Find one of these in Anne's room too. The white cat must be a popular spot. Are you looking to buy land? I know you grew up on a farm. Maybe you're looking to get back to nature.
72 acres of fertile land. Auction starts April 17th. A gemstone of land has become available for you to acquire near the municipality of Farnham and on the riverfront of the Yamaska River. This gorgeous and ready to be cleared land is lacking in only one thing, an owner. Is Beth looking to buy land? Does she have that kind of money?
Wait, is this you, Beth? What on earth led to this picture being taken?
Kind of reptile theme picture.
Is that a live alligator? I think I'd die on the spot.
Nothing else.
Is that a live alligator? I think I'd die on the spot.
She doesn't have anything to comment on the snake, apparently. Well, interesting.
Fine. Keep your secrets, locker.
Did I see this one? Yes, this is my. This is my locker. Rebecca. Rebecca, the VIP guest in room 602 is getting on my nerves. He keeps ordering food that's not on the menu. We don't usually do special orders, but Bernard was adamant that we make all of his wishes come true. Do I look like a goddamn genie? That's not even the worst of it, though. Every night he barges in the kitchen as if he was at home, asking for meat for his precious little terrier. Who feeds dogs roast beef, $4 roast beef? I can't even afford $4 roast beef for myself.
So you do have a stash of candles. But where is it?
Rebecca, the kitchen is out of power again, and I can barely see a thing. Bernard wants us to continue working, but I'm not risking chopping off my fingers for that blowhard. Didn't you start hoarding candles since the last power outage? I remember you saying you never wanted to be caught in the dark basement again. Where is your stash? It's urgent. Please, Bobby. Okay, Rebecca. Where do you store your candles? This is the photo, we already saw that.
It's locked. I'm good.
I don't think I would be able to enter there. Should I return the master key now? Don't know if I need to enter other rooms. I'm gonna leave it for now. A lot of things have disappeared from rooms, and maybe not having the master key on me is wise.
Tempting, but every penny adds up, Sophie.
Are you here to apologize?
Apologize.
Wendy and
Not
Jax.
the one should be apologizing.
You're such an idiot. I can't believe that I fell in love with you.
Wait,
What?
I want my mother's ring back.
Oh, they are really breaking up.
I don't want it anyway.
This is the same newspaper I'm always finding. I'm guessing because it is today's newspaper. And this is again the same newspaper. Nothing here. Nothing around there. To whoever keeps stealing my lunch, I want my Tupperwares back. Susan.
Don't worry, gossiper. I'm coming back to you. I still haven't learned all of Gracie Jones' secrets. This is probably Beth's latest project. It's really cool how she has an eye for this kind of thing.
She designs clothes.
I don't always get fashion,
Vague.
but these are fun to look at. When half the pages haven't been cut out.
Chloe.
hold on to these tight.
Master key, do not lose. I guess that's my key now. Better to have my key on me. No candles though. Bobby, you realize it's the person with the lowest score who wins, right? What's this? February 5. It has come to my attention that several guests have complained about a member of our staff going through their belongings in their absence. This has to stop now. Anyone with information regarding this situation should come to my office as soon as possible. I want the person behind this swiftly identified and reprimanded. Should no one come forward within a week, punitive measures will be taken against all of you. But that's already more than a week ago. Nothing. What are you thinking, Sophie?
Maybe Bobby took some candles from Rebecca already.
Okay, and Bobby will be in the kitchen. Or maybe on Bobby's look room.
No candles, but this looks like the laundry room.
Why would you draw a plan like this to show where you have stored
That
something?
must be the location of Rebecca's stash.
I guess if Rebecca gave this to Bobby, still it makes no sense. But well, okay. To the laundry room. Anything interesting in the laundry room? Rebecca, the washing machines are not broken. The problem comes from the pipes. They're not completely frozen. No, they are completely frozen. It's only a matter of time before they burst and flood the entire basement. I've warned Bernard about this issue last winter, but of course he only cares about renovating the parts of the hotel the guests can't see. Behind that nice facade, everything is crumbling. I'll see what I can do, but it's not maintenance we need, it's a freaking miracle. Valve.
Ooh, is this a movie script?
Change title, not catchy enough, In a Northwesterly Direction. A screenplay by E.L. E.L. Eugene? Needs more murders, add killer tornado. Why cut the scene inside the nose? Best part of the script. Inside the nose. February 1958. See if James Stewart is available. E.L. Who is E.L.? Eugene? I don't know. Is it Eugene? Why cut the scene inside the nose? Needs more murders. Add killer tornado. In a northwesterly direction. This makes me think of North by Northwest. North by Northwest. It's EL. Who wrote North by Northwest? I'm gonna have to check this now. North by Northwest. Years match. North by Northwest is a 1959 film, and this is 1958 script. It's obviously not James Stewart, but it's Cary Grant. It's the same. Yeah, written by Ernest Lehman. I guess the noses scene must be when they are in Mount Rushmore at the end. So why is this here? Are these notes from Lehman? Or are these notes from Hitchcock? And if so, taking into account they have mentioned terrier dogs, is Hitchcock, Alfred Hitchcock, the VIP staying in the Claddington? And if so, does it matter? Beyond in a thematic sense. Paper note with funny drawing, red lipstick, James business card. So this is a lost and found. According to the map, it should be here.
Got a candle. Now, what next?
Not sure if there's anything else I can expect to find here. Don't think so, no.
Let's see if Beth is around.
Let's look for Beth. Oh, there she is.
There you are.
I'm not sure I understand what the plan is here.
Well, when I was little, we had padlocks on many of the farm's sheds. My dad would always lose the keys, so one day he made a mold of them using wax and plaster. I was thinking of doing the same.
Are you sure it's gonna work?
Absolutely not. But hey, I guess we won't know until we try.
Yeah, you're right.
So let's do this. Okay, to start, we need to pour the wax from the pot. Have you done this before? You're a real pro.
Patronize me.
Now, time to put the key in. Let's give it a few seconds, so the mold really takes form. Okay, I think you can remove it. Well, we're almost there. Just pour the cup of plaster into the mold. All right. Now we wait for it to dry.
How long do you think it's gonna take?
I don't know. I guess we'll keep poking it every now and then.
I bet you didn't think you'd be making a plaster key today, huh?
Indeed. But I like it. It's rare that this job allows me to use my creative side.
Your creative side.
Well, granted, this key won't end up in any museum, but I enjoy the occasional artistic endeavor.
Like taming alligators?
Like posing with alligators?
How do you know about that?
Oh, I think it must have slipped out of your locker because I saw this picture of you in a long white dress and...
Oh my, you did? What did you think of it?
I loved it. I'm not sure I understand it. I loved it.
I loved it, actually. It was unique, I guess. artistic?
Yeah, those pictures were taken by a very close friend of mine a few years back. Ziva Rivers was her name. Earth-shattering talent, but a bit too controversial for most people's sensibilities.
Oh. Are you still friends?
No, we went our separate ways. It's a shame. She really captured me. My essence.
Your essence is to tame alligators?
My essence is to fear nothing.
Except for mice. I'm just kidding. I wish I was as fearless as you are.
I'm sure under that sweet exterior, you're pretty fearless too. Haven't you ever done something really scary? I mean, other than snooping on a potential creep.
Does sailing count?
Excuse me? You sail? On a boat?
I used to, with my grandpa. But when he died, we had to sell the boat to pay off his debts.
Oh, that's too bad. I would have loved to go with you.
I can flirt with Beste.
Maybe it'd be possible to borrow a boat for a day. I think one of Grandpa's friends still has his.
Really? That would be great. I just love trying new things.
I'll see what I can do.
Hey, look. I think it's dry.
I can't believe it worked. I could not have done this without you.
Yeah, probably not. Well, I should get back upstairs before Bernard notices my absence. If he hasn't already. Let me know how it goes with the key. Oh, and be careful while turning it, okay? You wouldn't want it to break inside the lock.
Yeah, I'll be careful. Thank you for everything.
No problem.
I've got 2 keys. Now, let's test them out.
Where am I? This way. Yeah. Okay, so back to room 505 now. 507, 509, 509. Sorry. Not that one. 507, in fact.
Be careful, Sophie. You don't want this key to break.
Careful.
Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. These two sure love their riddles.
In Atlanta, I noticed yours was pretty worn down, so I decided to buy you a new one. Hope you like it. And since you enjoy them so much, there is a little puzzle to figure out the combination. 2 5-letter words are the key, both related to our history. Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. From the first one, take the first 2. From the last one, take the last 2. And this is the combination for the box in room 509. I hope you get better. Try to rest today. I will bring you hot soup after class.
Huh. Marcella invited you to the movies. Let me guess. You said yes.
The postman always rings twice. It's playing at Lowe's to theater tonight. It's based on a novel I read a while back. I'm sure you would love it, seeing as you like crime stories and murder so much. Nothing creepy about that. Will you come with me? I can barely listen to Sister Miller's lecture today. All I do is look at your lips and imagine kissing you. I can't wait for tonight, M. August 11, 1946. Dear Anne, I have just heard of this day on the radio, and it made me think of you. I know how much you love Sentimental Journey, counting every mile of railroad track that takes me back. That takes me back like in the note. Doris Day. Last time I was in Texas, I felt like coming home. Now, strangely, I feel away from home. I wish you were here with me. I always feel at home in your arms. I can hardly believe it has been 5 weeks since we last saw each other. Sometimes I wonder if I might be going crazy. You are always in my head. Everything reminds me of you. Not only songs on the radio, but silly things like the flowers in our garden that smell of your shampoo, or when people say the word darling. And I can hear you say it with your lovely French accent. Darling. My family seems to have noticed my odd behavior, but of course I cannot tell them about you, even though I wish I could. I feel like climbing on the roof of the tallest building in Austin and shouting my feelings for you at the top of my lungs. God, I sound like a giddy teenager in love for the very first time. Maybe I am. Sometimes I am scared that all this time with you was nothing but a dream too good to be true. I am afraid that when I return to Montreal, I will realize you never existed, or if you do exist, you don't remember me. I wish I had a picture of the two of us, so I would know for sure it was real. I long for your embrace and the taste of your sweet lips. I love you, Em. Why can I select stuff here? What is the point of interest?
Doris Day. That's an alliteration, isn't it? Doris. I-S.
Yeah, I had already picked it up. This is the photo of the two of them. December 29, 1947. Dear Anne, I'm sorry it took me so long to answer your last letter. Has it been 6 months already since I left Montreal? As you always say, le temps passe si vite. My parents are glad I am done with my studies. They always thought it was a strange idea for me to go to university. Now they want me to find a husband and have children like any other woman. I think I will. These past few months I had a lot of time to reflect on our relationship. You know my feelings for you, and I hope you never forget how much I love you. But we cannot hide our heads in the sand any longer. We were lucky our story lasted as long as it did, and foolish to think it would last forever. Our love is forbidden, and hiding it from my family is proving more and more difficult every day. You will always have a special place in my heart, but I believe it is time for us to go our separate ways. You made me feel like a teenager. You made everything but the present disappear. Now I need to be an adult and think about the future. Sincerely, M. I'm gonna put all the letters back and close it. So I have part of the solution. Where is the rest of the solution? Black cat. Cafe. Didn't we have something like that? Red lion. Ruth. Cherry brandy. Maybe I should still clear this. The white cat.
That riddle's a toughie. Maybe I need a fresh pair of eyes on it.
Let me see that riddle again. White cat. Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. So, favorite bar is the white cat. So, we're looking for a black cat, maybe? Cat collar, a worn leather cat collar with the name Greta inscribed. So the code should be Gris. I'm gonna clean this up. Why not? These people really mess up the mirrors. Both of the cups have lipstick. So now I want to go to 509 and try to open that box. Aha. Typewriter.
That novelist, Bridget Boswell, is actually you, Marcella?
Ready for 1956. Dear Marcella, or should I say Brigitte, you know I prefer a good old crime story, but last week I came up a romance novel with an intriguing title, and they were roommates. I bought it on an impulse at the train station and read it from cover to cover during the journey. Can you imagine my surprise when I recognized our study? We may have changed the names and locations, but all of our moments are there. Our endless discussions in the dorm room, our first date at the theater, our trip to Quebec City. You often said writers are thieves, but I never fully understood until now. It has been almost 10 years since I received your last letter. The letter that painted our relationship as nothing more than a summer fling. At first, I could not believe you had written those words. Then I waited in vain for your answer and had to accept your love for me had never been real. For many years I was broken-hearted, angry, confused. I questioned the nature of our feelings, of our attraction, and made many wrong decisions. But this book, your book, am I foolish to think it's proof you really love me? In any case, I hope you are well, and I am happy to see you accomplished your dream of becoming a writer. Très sincèrement, A.
Oh, Anne. Murder might be a bit much, but you deserve some kind of justice.
Dear Marcella, I didn't expect you to reply to my letter, but I am happy to see I was wrong. Your words have comforted me in a time of great distress. If only Louis was half the man you say Hector is. He has quite a temper and hits me frequently. I am willing to put up with it as long as he doesn't hurt Michael. But there are some days when it becomes almost unbearable. The other day I dreamt of our first date. We were watching The Postman Only Rings Twice again. But suddenly we were in their movie. You were Lana Turner and I was John Garfield, and we were both plotting to kill my husband. I hate to admit it, but I almost hope it was premonitory. To answer your question, I do still have our box. My brother is currently in Atlanta for work, and I was thinking of going to see him with Michael next month. If you are able to meet me there, we could open the box together and laugh at the silly things we thought important all those years ago. I hope to hear from you soon. Très sincèrement, A. Yes, do you remember that secret language we invented so Sister Miller couldn't understand the notes we passed during her class? In secret language, I still do.
I do like a happy ending. I just hope that's where your story is headed.
August 10, 1957. Dear Marcella, thank you for sending me a signed version of your latest novel. I think it's your greatest work yet, but I do have a few comments to help make the next one even better. First, I believe Rose should be more concerned with what she deserves than what her husband deserves. He may not deserve the pain she will cause by leaving him, but they both deserve to be happy, and they won't be as long as they remain together, as long as she doesn't listen to her own needs. Also, I think it would be great if your next novel ended on a more positive note. Imagine if Rose left her husband and rode into the sunset with Eve. Imagine if they went to New York or Los Angeles, someplace where people like us are tolerated. Imagine if they got to have a happy ending. It would be the best story ever. I hope you will consider it. Residence Vermont, A. P.S. I know you say invisibility protects us, but don't you just wish to be seen sometimes? Wouldn't you like people to know you are Brigitte Boswell, to recognize you on the street, to recognize you for your work? Why not publish your next novel under your own name?
Oh, so you came to Montreal under the pretense of celebrating your wedding anniversary, but all along, you meant to reunite with Anne.
You are a bit slow in catching up, Sophie. Dear Marcella, I left the house, I left Louis, I couldn't take it anymore, I couldn't lie anymore. How do you do it? How do you manage to live a double life? To hide your work and your novels from your husband? I had so much less to hide, and yet Michael and I are staying at the Cavington Hotel until we find a place to stay and the divorce is done. I don't know how long it will take. Would you come and see me in Montreal? I really need you by my side right now. Très sincèrement. Yes, I wouldn't put it past Louis to scour every hotel guestbook in the region looking for me under his surname, so I've registered under the name Beaumont.
After all this, turns out you're a fan of Bridget? Of Marcella? That's a lot sweeter than I expected.
Dear Marcella, although you don't know me, I think I can safely say I'm your biggest fan. Your novels have literally changed my life. After the war, I spent almost 10 years in a psychiatric I spent almost 10 years in a psychiatric hospital because of panic attacks. None of the treatments were working and I wasn't getting any better. I became friends with one of the nurses who started lending me books so I could pass the time. I didn't really like the first ones, but then I picked up Brigitte Boswell's first novel, your novel. I had never read such a beautiful love story. It almost brought tears to my eyes. I immediately urged the nurse to get me more of your books. Believe it or not, the more I read them, the less panic attacks I had. The doctors thought it was their new medication finally working, but I knew the truth. Your novels gave me the courage to get in contact with Lindsay, a friend from the war. I had always felt for him the same way your characters feel for each other, but I had never dared telling him. Now I have, thanks to you. The thought of seeing him again is what motivated me to get better and leave the hospital. I hope to hear back from him soon. After my discharge, I wanted to thank you for everything you've done for me. I've discovered Brigitte was a pseudonym, so tracking you down took longer than I thought. Fortunately, I am a very patient and resourceful man, and I never give up. Do you think we could meet? I have so much more to tell you. Paul. So that's what Paul is doing.
I'm glad you were able to open up to Marcella like this. Everyone needs someone to talk to.
Dear Marcella, thank you for answering my letter. I realize now how unsettling it must have been for you. Please forgive me for tricking your editor into giving me your address. I know I shouldn't have done that. I wanted to thank you as well for your encouraging words concerning Lindsay. I still haven't heard from him, and I'm starting to fear I might have the wrong address. I wish I could take a train to Virginia, but that's not an option right now, as I can barely pay the rent. I guess I will have to find a job. As a kid, I dreamt of being an actor, a Hollywood star. I know it's a foolish dream, but what else can I do? What am I good at? I've tried getting some odd jobs already, but employers turn me down as soon as they learn where I've spent the last 10 years of my life. If it continues like this, I'll probably end up on the street like so many of my army buddies. Why am I even telling you all of this? After reading your books and getting to know you through them, I tend to forget I'm only a stranger to you. I hope you don't mind. You seem to be a good listener, and I've been feeling rather lonely ever since I left the hospital. Anyway, please tell me more about your life, and do not hesitate to write long letters. I must have read your previous one 1,000 times already, Paul.
An advance on my salary. So Marcella hired you. But what for?
I've just received a letter from Lindsay's mother. She tells me he's dead. Words cannot even begin to describe how empty I feel. He died 2 years ago, before I even sent my first letter. He will never know my feelings for him, and I will never know if he could have loved me back. I guess I should have known this would end in pain, just like your novels. I wish I had Lindsay's ability to find beauty everywhere. Even during the war, amidst the death and chaos, he would marvel at the forests of Germany, at the sun, the birds. He loved birds so much. He could identify them just by listening to their song. I have to admit your proposition took me by surprise. I was hesitant to leave home at first. I was afraid to miss Lindsay's answer. But now there is nothing keeping me here. I'm desperate for anything that will help me forget this pain. But I don't have enough money to make it to Texas. Do you think you could give me an advance on my salary? In spite of everything, I'm really excited to know I'll finally meet you.
Oh, Lindsay's a man. Yeah, I guess it was presumptuous of me to think otherwise.
Wasn't that very clear from the first letter already? Okay, I think that's everything to be found here.
So, let me get this straight. Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz are some kind of star-crossed lovers?
Seems like it, yeah. But I'm not sure whether they chose to meet here just to reconnect for a few days, or if there's something more to it.
Well, I may be able to help with that.
Really? How?
Oh, some mail arrived earlier for Mrs. Beaumont.
Open it. I wonder what's inside.
I wonder what's in it.
We could open it.
I mean, that's kinda illegal.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Well, too late. I've always known I would end up in prison one day.
So?
It's 3 train tickets. And, there's a tourism pamphlet for California.
California.
Well, it makes sense. It's much more progressive there than it is here.
So, Anna and Marcella want to go there to live their love freely.
Anne and Marcella, huh? You 3 are best pals now?
Well, after reading so much of their correspondence, I kind of feel like I know them, you know?
Yeah. But what about Mr. Morgan, though? I mean, Paul. How does he fit into all of this?
He was a fan of Marcella. Marcella hired him.
I think Marcella hired him. I found some letters Paul wrote to her. He said that her proposition took him by surprise, and that he'd need an advance on his salary.
What did she hire him for? To investigate her own affair?
I'm not sure. I didn't find the letter he was replying to.
And why did he have those pictures of you anyway?
I guess we'll never know for sure, but I don't think it was ever about me.
It's always been about Anne and Marcella.
Exactly.
Well, it feels a tad anticlimactic, but who needs drama, right?
At least it made our day pretty interesting.
It sure did. You know, after today, I think I get why you're so interested in the lives our guests lead. I try to forget they exist as soon as I'm done interacting with them. But once in a while, it's nice to remember that, well, even the most put-together person could be an absolute mess on the other side of the door.
Let's keep flirting.
What about you? Who is Beth Lambert when no one's looking?
I like to think that with me, what you see is what you get. But maybe an extra snoopy super sleuth could uncover a few more layers. Maybe ones I didn't even know I had.
Challenge accepted.
Come see me when your shift ends, all right? We could leave together if you want.
Sure. If we're able to. With all that snow, I'm thinking maybe we'll have no choice but to spend the night here.
Ooh, a sleepover. We could set up a pillow fort on the mezzanine.
A pillow fort? We do work in a hotel, you know. There are actual beds here.
I know, but isn't my way so much more fun?
Well, we could take a page out of Michael's book and decorate it, and then spend the night throwing stuff at Bernard whenever he comes through the lobby.
Oh, now you're talking.
I just have to finish my tasks for the day, and then I can leave.
I do wonder if the comment on we will never know for sure why Paul had that photos of myself is because I throw the photos away.
That ringing. Sounds like the elevator doors are jammed.
Oh. Now I'm gonna have to clean all of that. Is that Bernard? Is that Mr. Cruz? Is that Paul?
Mr. Cruz?
Mr. Cruz. Maybe call the police.
Mr. Cruz. Oh God. Oh God. What happened? Mr. Cruz's life insurance policy. Why did he have this on him? Marcella? Okay, let's not jump to conclusions. Is this about Paul? Does that mean...
Dear Mr. Cruz, thank you for reporting that guest's unacceptable behavior. We will look into it as soon as possible. However, I regret to inform you that we cannot divulge a guest's personal information regardless of that guest's behavior. I am sure you will understand we are very concerned with our guest's privacy, and our staff prides itself on its discretion. Please contact us should that guest bother you again. Yours sincerely, Bernard Leduc. See if I can inspect anything else. Oh. Okay, that did get me. Can I phone? No, I cannot. Okay, then. Let's be... Dan is still here. Wait, isn't there a fuse box? I remember a fuse box. Also, by the way...
Can wait.
Yeah, that can wait, but I don't want to be carrying cups.
It's too big. I guess I'll need something pointier.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything here that would help me.
That's the most useless toolbox I've ever seen.
I knew blocking the stairs would be a bad idea.
Yeah, it would be.
Think, Sophie, think. What can you use to open the fuse box?
This is where I started, right? Yeah. Where I started.
Hello? Is anyone in? Hello? I need help. Hello? Is anyone in?
Okay, that what do you call that? Ice pick. That ice pick is gonna help me.
look like Marcella's pearls. What happened here?
Some cigarettes.
A, B, and Beaumont.
Something there. No, there is not something there, but it looked like just a trick of the light. Ice, baby.
Okay, this looks like something I can use to open the fuse box.
This is Paul's camera, I think.
Poor Paul. Lindsay's death really hit him hard. He hasn't been in the best headspace.
Montreal's much bigger than I had expected. Big cities always make me feel lonely, and that feeling was only exacerbated this morning by the fact that everyone around me was speaking a language I could not understand. I bought an English-French dictionary at the train station, but I don't think I'll need it after all. English speakers seem more common in the downtown area. Thank God. The hotel is nice. When I arrived, the whole staff was busy getting ready for some big event. It wasn't until I saw Marcella enter the lobby with a flower bouquet that I realized today's Valentine's Day. Hector and her were gone in a flash, and I was left feeling more alone than ever, wishing Lindsay was here with me. Helping Marcella out these past weeks has been a great distraction, but it still hurts so much every time I think about him. I had hoped the pain would have gone by now. I'll probably need a double dose of Milton to sleep tonight.
So Paul just needed to pass the time while Marcella was away. That's why he was observing us.
Today I wanted to follow Marcella and Hector out of the hotel, but the sidewalks were so packed with people that I started having a panic attack. I tried taking a cab, and that's when I realized I was all out of money. It's been a while since Marcella's last payment, and the hotel room was more expensive than I had anticipated. I couldn't resort to selling the camera, so I decided to pawn my victory medal instead. It was hard letting it go after so many years, and yet it also felt strangely liberating. Maybe it's a sign I shouldn't be holding on to the past so much. To fight boredom until Marcella and Hector's return, I started looking at the hotel's staff. I heard Andrew and Beth at the reception desk discussing books and movies. They both seemed like nice people. I wish I had found the courage to join their conversation. When you look at people all day and they never look back, you start feeling invisible. I noticed that Sophie, the maid in charge of cleaning the 5th floor, seems to share my interest for other people's lives. Maybe I should try talking to her.
Paul was hiding out right here. Did he ever find the person who was sneaking out at night?
Who's sneaking out of their room every night? The question has been driving me crazy since my first night at the hotel, so tonight I decided to investigate. I found a hiding spot near the ice machine, with a nice view of the whole corridor. My camera's at the ready, but there's been no movement for at least 3 hours, and I'm fighting not to fall asleep. No need for Milton tonight. I thought being a detective would be more exciting. Maybe Marcella's right. Maybe it's time I let go of Mr. Spade.
9:45? So Anne and Marcella met here this morning while I was busy cleaning room 504.
I awoke around 9:30 a.m. and realized I had fallen asleep sometime in the early morning. I was about to go back to my room when the guest from room 507 came to sit on one of the chairs close by. She's been there ever since, and I don't dare leave in my hiding spot in front of her. Marcella joined the guest from 507 around 9:45. Apparently, she told Hector she didn't love him anymore, and he's now convinced she's been cheating on him. That explains why he assaulted me out of the blue yesterday evening and accused me of having an affair with his wife. The guest from 507, I've learned her name is Anne, has just said she might have an idea on how to solve their problem. I'm thinking of revealing myself, but I don't want to anger Marcella. The longer I wait, the more awkward it will be when I do come out. Maybe I should.
Looks like Paul had to stop writing in a hurry. What happened? I was listening to the radio at the time. Did the music drown out the noise?
So Paul didn't know Anne. So what did Marcella hire Paul for?
Paul's work with Marcella was to follow her around like a private investigator, to help her with research for her novel.
Dear Paul, I am sorry to hear you are in such a dire situation. You seem to possess a lot of useful skills, and it's a shame employers cannot see past your medical history, but don't despair. I have been writing novels for almost 8 years now. My publisher takes most of the sales revenue, but I was still able to collect a substantial sum of money over the years. Now I would like to use that money to hire you. I am getting tired of romance novels, and I'm thinking of branching out into crime fiction. As a sort of research, I would like you to follow me around town and take notes of my comings and goings. I am aware this is a very unusual job, but considering you were able to track me down, I believe you would make a great private detective. In addition to your salary, I would cover all work-related expenses, and you would of course be the first to read the manuscript when it's finished.
Paul really got into his role.
Dear Paul, I hope spying on me isn't proving too exhausting. You've really inspired me so far, and I already have tons of ideas. The trench coats you bought were a nice touch. You look straight out of a film noir. I also noticed you started smoking. It's probably another way for you to get into character, but maybe that's pushing it a little too far. You know best, of course, but don't pick up drinking next. At this rate, I should be able to start writing in 2 or 3 weeks. Thanks again for your help.
He followed Marcella to Montreal even though she was done with her research.
Paul, why did you follow me to Montreal? As I already told you, I do not require your services anymore. I am starting to worry you are taking your role a bit too seriously. You are not a real detective. You have to let go. This was the hiding spot. Okay, so what should I do here? There was a fight. Seems like maybe someone fell and hit here on the ice machine. I should be able to fix the fish box now. Let's go back there.
That worked, thank God. Now, to get the power back. Eugene, what I would give to have you with me right now. Your note will have to make do.
If there is a power outage, I am busy preventing another part of this hotel from collapsing. Here's what to do. Check Fusebox plan for required amperage of each socket. Remove all blown fuses from sockets. Tip, blown fuses are usually blackened. Screw in new fuses in sockets. Make sure amperage is correct. Flick big lever to restore power. 15, 25, 30, 20, 15, 20, 25, 30. What's this?
How did this end up here?
Safe combinations.
Not much use without the rest of the code.
To add new fuses. A is 15, so it goes here.
How does Eugene do this again? Fuses. I probably need new fuses.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yes, this is what I need.
Another one here.
I don't think there's anything here that would help me.
I need one more fuse, I think. So A. Now 30 would be a G. And the last one should be an S. And we're back. And I leave the caps now. Yeah. $506. I don't think I've been to 506, right? Someone has... Sorry for the mess. Someone really made a mess here. Yeah. Shoo. Is that blood? Throw that away just in case. What's this? Did he really just scold us for talking? This Montreal cab driver, I swear. I know, I thought he'd appreciate us trying to make conversation. Thank good for all good old-fashioned pen and paper, at least. Yeah, takes me back. At least Sister Gabrielle isn't here to confiscate them anymore. So I was saying, are you ready for your week-long bridal shower, Mrs. Hubbard? Stop it, Simon. I'm not Mrs. until we walk down the aisle, and this week is for thinking about anything but that. That's right, we're making the most of this week before I lose you to the jaws of married life. I won't be another Andrea, I promise. Jan, he's going to kick us out if you keep making me laugh. So this was Anne and Marcel in this room. I'll throw that away too. They also like the gossip. Anything in the drawers? Nothing on the right side. Nothing on the left side. That's a lot of boxes. Some more Valentine hearts. Balloon. It's Valentine's Day. I'm on the hunt. And I'm not going home without a prize. Dear my beloved Leanne, much as I would have loved to spend this Valentine's Day with the woman who's about to become Mrs. Hubbard, I'll happily make do with the lifetime of Valentine's Days awaiting us. Enjoy your week in Montreal. I'll be eagerly awaiting your return and the start of our new life together. Love, Gregory. Don't let Simon rope you into anything crazy. Tell her I need my bride back in one piece. Okay, so no, this was not Marcella and Anna. I was wrong. This is a different couple. Leon, Simon. I think that's it. Wait, the towels. Towels are fine. That was nothing.
Power's back. Now I should go down to the lobby. Call the police.
Alright. Then let's do that. How am I
Is
supposed
there anything I've forgotten? Once I leave this floor, I probably won't be able to come back.
I don't think I forgotten anything, no? How am I supposed to do that?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Phone. I need a phone.
Where is everyone?
Montreal Police Service, Station 22.
There's a man dead. He's been murdered. I need the police.
Please stay calm, ma'am. Where are you right now?
The lobby, but the body, it's upstairs.
Can you give me the address, please?
Oh, 1178 Drummond Street.
All right, ma'am. Officers are on their way.
Thank you.
Yeah, look. The initial for the VIP is H.
So Anne and Marcella really are planning to run off together. Was what happened to Hector part of their plan? Is this the brochure Beth was talking about? The one that came in the mail for Anne? The West Coast. That's about as far from Montreal as you can get without crossing an ocean.
I mean, South America. You can go without crossing an ocean too.
Why does the VIP want to meet with Paul? Maybe he fell for his role playing and wants to hire him as a private investigator.
To all reception staff, discard previous instructions. Our prestigious guest has expressed desire to meet the guest from room 505. I cannot fathom what such an illustrious man wants from such a freak, but if you see him, please direct him towards my office.
Bernard really wants Paul out of the hotel.
To all reception staff, I have heard more reports of the guest from room 505 and his strange behavior, following people around, spying on guests, etc. As you are all aware, we have a very prestigious guest in room 602, and I would hate for his stay at our distinguished establishment to be tarnished because of some other undesirable guests. Inform the guest in 505 that he must vacate his room as soon as possible. Invent an excuse if you have to. Also know that from now on, our if you can pay, you can stay policy no longer applies. Guests who do not fit the hotel's new elevated standards should be denied a room.
Okay, I can see how this could make Paul look bad. But it's obvious Bernard cares more about the hotel's reputation than the guests' well-being. No, I just...
Where is everyone?
Oh, hey you! Great timing, right? I'm thinking if we're lucky, Bernard will let us go home. No point in working in the dark. Sophie? Bean, you're not scared of the dark, are you? Hey, is everything okay?
I found Mr. Cruz. Hector,
Oh, you did? What was the bloke up to?
you don't understand. I found his body. He's dead, Beth.
Merde. Merde. Sit down, okay? You look like you're about to faint.
Oh, Beth is also an EL. Elizabeth Lambert. Could she?
You called the police?
Yeah, they're on their way.
What happened? Was there an accident?
No, I don't think so. Someone did this to him.
You mean... Merde. Do you think it could have been Anne and Marcella?
No.
What about Paul? He and Hector were caught fighting.
The cops will want to talk to you. Know what you've seen. You need to be careful about what you tell them. If word of Anne and Marcella's affair gets out, they may put a label on them that will really hurt them. It might not even matter in the end if they did it or not.
Yeah.
I think I know what you mean. It's easier to put the blame on people who are different from you, even if you're wrong.
I'm glad you can see that. It makes the world a little safer to have people like you in it. You know, I was barely 20 when I was shoved into a police car for just hanging out with people who made me feel like I wasn't so messed up after all.
What? Where did that happen?
At a bar called the White Cat. It's supposed to be a safe space, but it gets raided by cops every now and then. I know Anne was caught at least once, too.
Wait, you know her?
No, I've never talked to her, but I've seen her a few times. Marcella and her, they're just like me.
Thank you. Thank you for trusting me with this.
Maybe now you can understand why I care so much about you. I don't know if I'm feeling inspired by Anne and Marcella, or if it's the shock of being so close to an actual murder, but, I'd really like for us to be more than just friends, Sophie.
Yeah, it's the best moment to enter into that. Let's go with it.
Yeah. I'd like that too.
That's... That's great. The police is here. Just be mindful of what you tell them, okay?
I had totally forgotten that the game started as a flashback with what Sophie was telling the police.
Miss Roy? Miss Roy? Miss Roy!
Oh, sorry. I was distracted.
I really need you to focus right now. I don't want to be here all night, and I'm sure you don't either.
No. No, I don't.
So, as I was saying, we're trying to ascertain the circumstances of Mr. Cruz's death. Can you tell me how you came to find the body?
I was cleaning room 509 when I heard the elevator bell ring. Again and again and again. I thought maybe a child was playing with the doors, so I went out in the corridor, and that's when I saw him. All the blood and...
Why was the elevator bell ringing?
I'm sorry?
You said you heard the elevator bell ring. Why was it ringing? I assume it wasn't a child after all.
Mr. Cruz's body was blocking the doors. Why would I lie here?
Well, Mr. Cruz's body was preventing the doors from closing.
Really? When we found the body, it wasn't that close to the doors.
Oh, the stairs are blocked because of the renovations, so the elevator's the only way out of the 5th floor. I had no choice but to move the body. Just a little.
Ah, so that explains the traces we found. Thank you for clearing that up. So, what did you do after that?
Well, that's when the power cut. So I had to go to the janitor's closet.
To access the fuse box.
Exactly. I changed a few fuses and turned the power back on.
But there's a lock on that box, isn't there? Did you have the key?
It was unlocked. I used an ice pick. Yeah, why not?
No, I didn't. Only Eugene does. But I thought an ice pick might do the trick, so I went to the ice machine to get one.
You're a size 7, I suppose.
Yes, I am. Why?
What did you see when you went to the ice machine?
There was blood. A lot of it.
Did you touch anything?
Did I touch anything? Yes?
I might have touched a few things. Just to figure out what had happened to Mr. Cruz.
Of course you did. Why so many witnesses can't help but compromise the evidence is just beyond me. Anyway, what did you do after restoring the power?
I took the elevator down to the lobby. That's where I called the police.
Do you remember what you said to the operator? The exact words.
No, I'm afraid I don't.
You said, there's a man dead. He's been murdered.
That's possible.
What makes you so sure it was murder?
I've been snooping around. It was just an assumption. An assumption based on what? Even now, I don't know it was murder.
I just assumed. What with all the blood? It just didn't look like an accident, you know?
I see. Would you say you're an observant person, Miss Roy?
I think I would, yes.
Good. Then maybe you can help me fill in a few details about this case.
I'll do my best.
Let's start with the victim's wife, Marcella Cruz. Apparently, she left in quite a hurry this morning. What can you tell me about her?
I don't know anything about her.
I don't really know anything. She just looks like a loving, caring wife.
Really? That's odd, because we learned a lot about Mrs. Cruz when we went through her room. And let's just say that loving, caring wife are not the first words that would come to mind.
Oh?
She's a lesbian, involved in some sordid affair with the guest from room 507, Mrs. Beaumont.
Dun, dun, dun.
Have you ever witnessed them engaging in immoral behavior?
What do you mean?
I'm asking if you've seen them being, intimate.
No, I haven't. No.
And did you hear them discuss their deviant ways in front of Mrs. Beaumont's son, perhaps? Imagine what kind of effect such perversion can have on a young child.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Did you hear them express their hatred of men? Did they ever talk about using violence against men? Did you hear them speak ill of Mr. Cruz?
Take a stand or deny. Deny.
No, I didn't hear any of that. I'm sorry I can't be of more help.
No, I'm sure you are. But we're not quite done yet, Miss Roy. We've learned from one of your colleagues that the victim had a fight with a guest named Mr. Spade. What can you tell me about him?
Or spend some time in a psychiatric hospital. I don't know anything about him. Why should I know anything about him?
I don't know much. Only that he seems nice.
Nice. I wouldn't be so sure.
Oh?
We found out that Mr. Spade is fresh out of a madhouse. When we called the place, they painted quite the picture of him. Did you ever see him display odd behavior in or around the hotel?
No. I mean, we've all got our little quirks, don't we?
Did he seem obsessed with Mrs. Cruz?
A little, maybe, but...
Obsessed enough to kill her husband?
No, nothing like that. We all have our obsessions. Me, for instance. I'm obsessed with celebrities and gossip magazines, and...
You don't seem to understand, Miss Roy. Mr. Spade is not like you and me. He may look like us, but he's not. He's dangerous and needs to be taken off the streets. So tell me, did you ever see him be violent or aggressive?
No, I didn't.
All right, then.
Can I leave now?
Yes, you can. Thank you for your cooperation, Miss Roy. We'll be in touch if we have any more questions.
Bernard was strangely chipper on the phone. That can't be a good sign. I guess I'll know soon. Let's go see what Bernard wants.
Let's go see what Bernard wants.
The atmosphere is so different in here. Will it ever feel like it used to? Empty. I guess all bookings are canceled until further notice. It'll probably be a while before the hotel reopens.
This should be a new newspaper, right?
Anne, Marcella, and Paul are all suspects for Hector's murder. Was there anything I could have done to protect them?
Death and deviancy at Paddington's doors. Montreal police continue to move forward with the investigation into the tragic death of an American tourist, Hector Cruz. The 32-year-old insurance agent, accompanied by his wife, was enjoying a stay at the Paddington Hotel when his life was tragically cut short on Monday. Though the investigation has yet to conclude, Detective Lieutenant Maurice Tremblay revealed to the press that Mr. Cruz's death has been ruled a murder. Multiple suspects have been apprehended and taken in for questioning. One such suspect is Paul Morgan, an unmarried Army veteran who stayed at the Paddington alone, 2 doors down from Mr. Cruz. On Sunday, one day before the murder, Morgan was seen verbally, then physically provoking Mr. Cruz in the hotel lobby. Investigations have revealed that Morgan is a former patient of McCord Psychiatric Hospital in Syracuse, New York. According to hospital personnel, Morgan was admitted for displaying erratic, occasionally aggressive behavior. He was released less than a year ago. Mr. Morgan immediately struck me as strange and unsettling, recalled Bernard Leduc, owner of the Paddington. I was the most vocal in my desire to eject him from the hotel as soon as possible, and I took great strides to make this happen. Although no formal charges have been filed as of yet, the incident has led to an increased interest in the movement against the planned construction of the Ray of Light Psychiatric Hospital. In a strange twist of fate, if construction is sanctioned, the hospital is to be located just down the street from the Paddington. The victim's wife, Marcela Cruz, is also considered a person of interest by the police. Mrs. Cruz's absence following the discovery of Mr. Cruz's body was seen as conspicuous and suspicious, said Detective Lieutenant Tremblay, adding that further evidence suggests that Mrs. Cruz is involved in a homosexual affair. Mrs. Cruz was apprehended by policemen at the Gate Central de Montreal. She was in the company of another of the Paddington's guests, one Anne Berthy, whom police suspect is the woman with whom Mrs. Cruz engaged in sexual deviancy. Mrs. Berthy, a resident of Montreal, is a housewife pursuing a divorce from her husband, Louis Berthy. She and her 9-year-old son Michael eluded Mr. Berthy by occupying a room at the Paddington for over a month. In an interview with the Montrealer, Mr. Berthy deplored his wife's penchant for melodrama and urged her to cease poisoning their son's mind. Mr. Berthy was frank about his wife's history of poor decision-making, including making frequent late-night visits to the White Cat. The White Cat is one of the city's many underground bars and meeting spots known to attract sexual deviants such as Mrs. Cruz and Mrs. Berthy. Yesterday evening, Montreal police promised more raids to counter the growing number of such establishments. And this oil. Is this just going to be the end of the game? Is this epilogue of where my decisions have led everyone? I was expecting a better result by not telling anything to the police.
Ugh, go to hell.
Beth,
Hey,
are you okay?
I'm out of a job. But other than that, yeah, everything's just peachy.
What? No,
I hope you're luckier than I am. Come join me when he's done with you, all right? I'll be questioning my life choices on the mezzanine.
Yeah, okay.
Ah, Miss Roy. Come in. I suppose you know why you're here?
I would guess it has something to do with the murder.
Well, you'd be right about that. We've been getting a lot of press lately, and not the good kind. I wouldn't expect you to understand the position I'm in, but I assure you, it's quite uncomfortable. To have one's life's work blown away like that. All thanks to some sexual deviance and a nut job. It's obvious to me now that I haven't been firm enough. For guests of such morals to be comfortable booking a few nights here and committing such a horrid act? Things need to change. This means elevating our standards to the highest possible level, and it starts with the people working here. It starts with you.
With me?
Yes. From what I've heard, you've been quite the exemplary maid lately. Clean rooms, satisfied guests.
I take my job very seriously, sir.
As you should. We'll see for the future, but for now, you'll be allowed to continue working here.
Thank you.
I'm not done. The police have finished their investigation and left a mess on the 5th floor. I want you to clean it up.
You want me to go back there?
Yes, why not?
I found a dead body on that floor. I'm not going back.
I'll make this simple for you. If you don't do it, you're fired.
I'll do it or I quit. This guy is a prick.
You can't fire me. Because I quit.
Sure. I fire you, you quit. It's all the same to me. Just make sure to empty your locker before the end of the month. That'll be all.
So yeah, this is the end of the game, obviously.
Hey.
What a week.
Yeah. So, what did Bernard want with you?
Well, he was being kind of a jerk, so I quit.
You what?
I quit. I figured there was no point in staying if you were leaving.
I appreciate the solidarity, but you really didn't have to do that.
I think it's for the best. Did Bernard say why he was firing you?
Ugh. He was going on and on about keeping deviants out of the hotel, so I may have lost my cool a little.
A little?
I told him I was one of those deviants he was so afraid of. He froze for a moment, then showed me the door.
Well, I'm not one bit worried about you. I know you'll be just fine.
Yeah, I do have a cat-like ability to land on my feet.
And think of all the good times you'll have away from Bernard.
I'll miss annoying him. He turns into a particular shade of red that only I can get out of him. But no, you're right. It's time for new challenges. I could see myself owning my own establishment, one that caters to the right kind of crowd. Believe it or not, I do enjoy the company of people, just not, the stuck-up, entitled clientele of this prestigious hotel. But maybe if I were behind the counter of, say, a bar, instead of a reception desk. I don't know. Is that silly?
No, it's not. In fact, you'd be perfect for it. You're the most charming person I know.
Thank you. I'm really glad you're in my life.
Me too.
I don't want to lie like Anne and Marcella. What do you think will happen to our guests? Can I kiss you? Let's see a kiss.
Kiss me?
Yes.
I thought you'd never ask.
That was...
I know.
I don't want to lie like Anne and Marcella.
I've been thinking about Anna and Marcella a lot.
Should I be jealous?
No, not in that way. I've been thinking about what they went through. How they had to lie and pretend, day after day. How they had to live someone else's life for 10 years before they could finally be with each other. I don't think I could do that.
Well, I have good news for you, Bean. Times are changing. It's already started elsewhere, and it will get here eventually. One day, all the Annes and Marcellas of the world will live happily together, and no one will give a damn.
I really hope that's true.
It will be.
I wonder how many variations of the ending are there. I don't know who killed Mr. Cruz. Can you find out? I've never seen Alfred Hitchcock. That's Paul in prison. Lindsay Franklin. Marcella and Anne in prison. That must be Michael going back to his father. Bernard reopening the Cannington as a VIP-only hotel. All of this sounds like have no money. Doesn't sound like a good ending. In the Jack suspect Wendy Hibbett detective. No cameo from Hitchcock. How much have I missed from this game? Is there a way of solving the murder? There has to be a way of saving Anne and Marcella and Paul from going to prison. Hopefully of also stopping Bernard from reopening the hotel that way. But how? Also, I don't know. I will probably investigate this, but if you are watching this and you know what I could have done differently, should I have not quit? I'm gonna quickly try that, just in case. I'm gonna reload the last save game, and I'm going to not quit and see if that somehow opens a new...
The atmosphere is so different in here. It'll probably be a while before the hotel reopens.
an additional part of gameplay, so to speak.
Ugh, go to hell.
The police have finished their investigation and left a mess on the 5th floor. I want you to clean it up.
You want me to go back there?
Yes, why not?
I found a dead body on that floor. I'm not going back.
I'll make this simple for you. If you don't do it, you're fired.
Okay, so can I...
Okay. I'll take care of it.
Good. Well, what are you waiting for? Get to work.
Oh, now?
Yes, now. That'll be all.
Nah, this is just same ending, but I'm still working at the hotel. It's too late to make any changes, obviously.
Hey.
What a week.
Yeah.
Who killed Mr.
So,
Bruce?
what did Bernard want with you?
He wants me to clean the mess on the 5th.
I won't be able to change it from that point. Well, this is an interesting game. It reminds me more of some of the Telltale games, for example. It obviously has more interactivity, but not that much. It's not exactly an adventure game or a point and click. It's all about story. I've seen, for example, that all the achievements related to Beth didn't mention Beth. They only mention my acolyte. So I suspect you can also go through the game being helped by a different character. What's his name? The guy with the glasses, probably. How much more can you change the story? I hope you can save everyone from going to jail, but I don't know how you would do that. Is it all about talking to the police? Is it about what evidence you throw away? Well, thank you for watching. Remember to leave a like if you enjoy this kind of playthroughs of detective games. If you do know about what different endings are there, how can you get them? Is this a good ending? Let me know. If you enjoy my videos in a general sense, consider subscribing. I'm getting close to 40, which is that's a small and big number at the same time. And well, I'll see you on the next one here on William Ware Games Corner. Goodbye.